Hi there, this is Steve from STO N SHO. We're out here today at BMW. It's a very windy, blustery day, but we're filming the 2025 BMW X6. This is the M Sport version, so this bracket will work for the Export, or for the M Sport, sorry. So, as you can see in the front here, it's got the lower adaptive, that big sensor there in the center, so we have to mount it. We're going to mount it off to the driver's side here, but it will be factory screws, but we have to kind of thread the needle to get it in there. But we'll go ahead and get the fitment started and show you how we're going to get this done. So we can turn it over to Mike.
Okay, thanks Steve. In case you haven't noticed, it's a little windy right now. I guess we got a storm coming in, so I apologize. You're going to have some wind over the mic and stuff. We'll try to talk loud so you can hear us and see how this goes. So, first thing we're going to do is remove the two factory screws. We will not be reusing these screws, but we'll be using the locations. There's one here, and there's one here. They have a 10mm head on them. So we're going to go ahead and pull those out. And again, we will not be reusing those. So we're going to spin those out. And there we go, one out. And there's two out. And you can see they're kind of recessed up in there. This one has a little bit different front end. Normally like the 5 and the 6 seem to be the same, but for whatever reason they've added like this extra panel here. So again, we're going to not be reusing those factory screws. We're going to be using spacers and a 4.8, a number 10 by 1.5 inches by 35mm, and we're going to be using two different size spacers. So that's what's going to be really important, because the way this thing angles, we're going to be using a 5/8 inch spacer here and a 3/4 inch spacer here, and what that's going to do is allow the bracket to sit flush. So it's real important when you put it together that you use the right spacer. So again, the screw through the base plate, washer on top, start it, and real important, you start one side and then the other. So again, now this is the 3/4 inch, so this is the longer one, so it's going to go in the left side, or the passenger side if you're sitting in the car. And then we're going to be taking our 8mm socket and starting to tighten these up. So I like to put a little turn on each one. And you can tighten these pretty good. They're going into a metal J clip, so you don't have to worry about stripping it out. I mean, you can over tighten them, but like me, I always grab it up by the head of the ratchet. That prevents me from getting down here and getting too much leverage, so it makes it almost impossible to over tighten them if you do it that way. So then once you have that on, then it's just going to be a matter of putting your front license plate, the bracket on, slide into place, and then just pushing it until it clicks into place, and there you go. It's that simple.
And make sure from time to time that you lubricate your pull pin, and if you do take it through a car wash, an automated one, make sure that you remove your front plate here with your license on it. Let me show you where it's going to sit in the front of the car, and you can see there it's on the driver's side and to the right of that big sensor there in the center. That's where we have to locate it to make it work. And your license plate goes on there, and you're all done.
We're going to now show you how to mount the license plate to the front bracket. You're going to take your plate, take the screw, put it through the plate, then line it up on the bracket like so. Put the nylon lock nut on it. Now the nylon lock nut will have a nylon ring and then no ring, so the ring goes to the outside. So when you put it on, make sure the ring goes to the outside. And then take your 10mm socket or wrench, if you have just a wrench, Phillips screwdriver, and just tighten them up. Ring in there is going to keep it from rattling off. So there you go. That's what it should look like when you're all done.